Hello everybody, I hope you guys are doing well, having a great day or a great night, and let's get started. So in this video we are going to talk about Bitcoin, possible targets on the upside move, and then right after we are going to talk about Bitcoin possible targets on the crash, okay? Not only that, we also take a look at Bitcoin dominance, a possible target up and then a possible target on the downside. Okay, so let's get started. So this is the scenario we are going to consider. I will zoom in a little bit because otherwise people in their smartphones, watching this video in their smartphones or small screens may have a hard time. Okay, so let's zoom in a little bit. And I believe this is going to be enough. So, do you guys remember not long ago that I said just because things are going up, it doesn't mean they are 100% bullish. The same thing is true when it is going down. Just because it is going down doesn't mean it is 100% bearish. Okay, we do know that a big bear developed, huge developed after big upside and uh, let's say big upside moves that are not 100% bullish, and we do know this by matter of fact. For example, this Bitcoin new highs here was a marginal new high, okay? And so this is the very beginning on this bearish development on Bitcoin, okay? So by this time, I'm probably the only guy out there talking about this. So that's why I want to leave everything documented for, let's say, in a few years or the new generation to watch this and know that we did this, we call it this way, way before both events. Okay, so let's get started. First, we are going to acknowledge the pattern, the structure. So this is only a visual representation for those of you guys who are not familiar with technical analysis or that you may have a hard time. We acknowledge the structure. It is a ascending channel, which is always a bad signal, you know. So the thing here is the lower line. We can place the line here or here. Whatever I place the line is not going to make any difference because the pivots here are totally different. So this is one pivot and this is other pivot. Here we have a higher low. Okay, so low, higher low, higher low, higher low goes on and on and on. Okay, so it is not going to make any difference, not even in the outcome. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Sometimes people may say, well, this and there, here or there. No, it is not going to change the outcome. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I am going to bring my tool. So this is the tool that I developed. It's part of the perpetual setup. Okay, now I'm going to explain and show to you two things. The area or zone for demand and the area or zone for supply. Okay, what does it mean? When Bitcoin was in a place that people were looking to purchase, and when Bitcoin is going to be in a place that people are looking to take profits. Okay, so we have is this tool right here where it is right here. So in this level right here, so it's not the only one. Okay, so just give me a second, you guys will understand at the second example. So right here, we started to see some purchase power, or let's say some stealth buyers. Okay, so what happens around these levels is that there is a demand, people looking to buy. So there is a buyer's pressure, which behaves exactly like this. So price goes down, but there is this pressure, and then it jumps in the opposite direction. So that's exactly how it works. Then we had another area, which was exactly right here. And this one, if I'm not wrong, yeah, so this one was the Head and Shoulders, which I called it out way before, that I said it is a trap. We are going up. And so we did it. Okay, so here we had another uh, demand zone, right? And this was a bear trap because we had a Head and Shoulders. So think about this. If a structure is clear and people can read it, they can figure out the outcome, right? So that's the purpose of technical analysis. But how can you figure out a trap? You see? And then they printed a bearish pattern at a bearish month, and they use it to buy more bitcoins while others were bearish. So this is a it's that's one of the reasons why I love technical analysis. Okay, so demand zone, and we went up on the opposite direction. Okay, now we are in the very in between. Okay, yes, exactly what you heard, in between, which means there are still demand in the level we are right here. Okay, I'm not going to use this example only 2 times. Okay, and now we are going to use it 2 more times in the opposite direction. So the targets that I'm considering for Bitcoin, the first as possible, is 196,418. Okay, can it go a bit up? Yes, can, like 200, 205, 210, and then just enough is enough. The other, the upcoming target, the next one, the most important, is 121,393. Okay, so this one we maybe we will have some development around it before heading to 200 or so. Okay, so first target, 100% guaranteed, it's right here. 100% we are going to see again 121,393. And again, remember folks, this is the only place you are going to see someone talking about new waters, price discovery, and targets like we do here. Nobody else in the whole internet is doing what we are doing. Okay, so the other scenario here, what number we are going to give? I will say the odds are between 70 and 80%. So it is this one, it is going to happen no matter what. And the next one, it's likely to happen. Okay? So what we are going to see on the first one, right here, 121,393. We will see price going up and then likely falling down a little bit, just a little bit. But this is a expectation, okay? It is also true that Bitcoin can go straight up here close to 200, going down a little bit, and then may test 230 or 40. Okay, so why it's wise to do this one step at a time. Okay, I'm just giving a broad idea for you guys, like a raw number. okay? But as time goes and we watch development, we will have a much better idea, okay? So one of the laws here is that from one range for the other, usually price goes straight up. So it means that from 75,000 to 121,000, it's likely to just go blasting the roof. And then by the next ones, we start to see people taking profits, a supply zone, and so on and on and on. Okay, so let's go. We know which is the first traction level, and now we do know where it is going to be the second one, which it is going to be right here. And so this one, let me start again here with for you guys to have a better understanding here. These levels, each single one of them, they hold value, okay? So it holds value on the way down or in the way up, which means going down, people find value to purchase. On the way up, people find value to take profits. Okay, so the first one from 121,000 to the next one, this kind of traction here will be working. So we will be extending the importance of 121,000 all the way up to Bitcoin top or the final target. Okay, so then we are going to have two important variants working. So it's like a stealth selling power. Okay, I believe this is the correct word here. And so what is my opinion, my take here? In my humble opinion, the safest level, because there is a old saying, first to enter is the first to leave. Okay, so it means you are you enter the market early and then you leave before things start to go down or collapse, because you have enough time to plan, to to play out your strategy, or to take profits and then find out what you are going to do. We want time after we are done. Okay, so what we don't want is to jump the crazy train, the pain train, and have to do things like I have to sell today because tomorrow things may be going more down, down, down. We don't want that. We want safe, be safe, be 100% secure. Okay, that's what we want. Safety first. So my take is that around 155,000, I will be jumping out. Okay, doesn't matter how much more it can go. Just for you guys to have an idea, back in 2017, I sold everything when Bitcoin reached $14,000 and 800. I left, and Bitcoin went to 17, if I'm not wrong. So I had enough time to enjoy. Okay, so let me clean this. Oh, let's leave 100% here. Okay, so again, 121, 100%, 155,000, 158, I probably be going out, okay, or at least be placed in a stable coin, then deciding what to do. But as soon as I close my positions, I'm not coming back, okay. Of course, we always can use stop gain positions to be safe, but there is the other concern, which is what if exchange is going to maintenance? Because this happened long ago. Okay, so a extreme for Bitcoin, it is going to be anything at and above one 100,000 196,418. Extreme and supply. So around this level, 158 and 196,000, we are start to see uh, premium prices, which is people buying at the very top or close to the very top. So their risk is going to be higher than the reward. Okay, and this is a very, very bad thing to do, because if you do this 100 times, 1,000 times, you always end up broke. Okay, so this is a fact. We can find these through numbers, and we don't even have to be there to know this. Okay, so the extreme, the supply range, and Bitcoin can even go a bit up, can go. So time will tell, and the development on the midway here. Okay, but again, it doesn't matter if it is 196, 210, 230. It is going to be wild, folks. Okay, so supply zone. Okay, so this is my take on Bitcoin targets for the upside. Now we are going to talk about the targets for the downside. Some people will call me crazy here again, and that's completely fine. They did this multiple times in the past, and I was right in all of them, especially on the dollar. Okay, and also when I call it a crash in all markets back in December, second week of December 2019. You guys remember, I called it a crash by the end of January, and it came on the 16, 17 of February. Okay, so I'm completely used to it. I'm completely fine. There's no problem at all. So now we are going to zoom out just a little bit. Okay, so the first thing here is we do know that the next crash, it is going to be something that this generation never saw before. They never. Okay, they have no idea. And this can be the most brutal crash in the human history. Can be. Okay. So in other words, can be far worse than 1929, or can be close to 1999 crash. Okay, that's the point about this. So it is going to be brutal, brutal, and the vast majority of cryptos in the crypto market are going to just vanish, especially scam coins, meme tokens, all this garbage. They are all going to the dump. So there is a law for Bitcoin, and this is for Bitcoin alone. So Bitcoin usually play with the number 83, 84%, the size of Bitcoin corrections. Okay, so let's take a look what it translates into numbers. So let's take a look in 83. So 83 would be 32,000. Okay, 32,000 US dollars. 84 also, so 34 and $32,000. But here there is a problem. And what is the problem here? Even this scenario, some people would say it is not, it will never going to happen. Never. Okay? That's when deception comes in and denial. And why I'm saying this? The usually size of corrections in the stock markets, especially Dow Jones, it's around the 38, 40%, sometimes 50. But the most brutal ones were around 90%. 90%. And one law in technical analysis and history is that every time we have a crash, it will never be flat with a previous pivot. Okay, so we are here and then we go down, and then the next one we go down to the next level. It never happens. It's always a breach on the previous pivot. Okay, why? Because flat lines make bearish structures. Okay, and it is also easy for people to find what they call support, a support level. Okay, if support levels were bullish, they would never be flat. Period. This is the law in technical analysis. Now, we do know that such a crash, it is going to wipe out all the markets, okay? So this is going to happen, folks. If such a move is going to impact all the markets, the crypto market, we do know it is a risk assets category. It's risk assets. So they usually go up, way up, and when they go down big time. Okay, so in my humble opinion, we are going to see two possible scenarios that are not close to 33 or 34. Okay, so this one here, let's add here BTC standard. So there is only one problem here, also one important thing to consider for this measure we are using for Bitcoin, that this 84%, it's always in the bullish continuation, following the trend, okay? What we are going to see, it is going to hurt all the markets, but it is not going to change the trend. This is very key to understand all of it, all aspects of it, because when things start to happen, all these crazy TA weirdos, opium dealers on the internet, the zigzag bullshit gang, all of them will be talking about a bear market, which we do know it is not going to be a bear market. Why? We will witness a flash crash. And why a flash crash? Because the markets, as we know, they can't survive a long period of time of bearish development. That's not how it works. Profits companies make profits, so they go up. The government, they collect taxes, more, even more profits, more taxes, always. So it's always a bullish trend. But again, all the crazy weirdos will be talking about, oh, a bear market, sir. Oh, what we do now? Get out. That's the best thing they can do. So in my humble opinion, two possible targets. The first, it is going to be below the previous low here on 15,000. So it can be above or below, above 3,000 and below 15,000. Anywhere below 15,000. Okay? Anywhere. And there is also a very key level here on Bitcoin. I don't remember exactly when it, if I'm not wrong, it's $7,000. Okay? Key level. Right now, people are probably calling me crazy and wild. There's no problem at all. Time is the lord of all things. So now, this one, it is just for the sake of a possibility, okay, not a probability, or a very low probability, but it's still possible to happen, which is a new low. And if you do take a look here, there is symmetry. This is no coincidence, folks. Even if I planned to do this with straight lines, I wouldn't be able to, okay? And I haven't practiced this. I don't have time to keep fooling around, when I came to record a video, it's because it's important and I have to do. So time will tell. So back in the day, another example on Luna and Chainlink. Luna was around $100, and I said, folks, this thing is going down straight to $8. People called me crazy. I was right again. Actually, I was wrong. The thing died, went to $8, and then kaput, kaboom. And in Chainlink, I called it $6 or $7, and it went to 5 if I'm not wrong. So that was another one that I was correct about it. Okay, so this, folks, it is going to be wild and insane. And there is another thing here. Back in the day when I first did this, I said Bitcoin algorithm, it is going to be changed from proof of work to proof of stake, maybe consensus, I don't know. But proof of work, it is going to the ashes. And proof of work is exactly what holds Bitcoin to be something bigger and better. Okay, so the whole mining thing, ecosystem behind Bitcoin, it is exactly what takes price, takes value, sucks value from Bitcoin. So all those guys that say, oh, Bitcoin is secure because of the proof of work, the machines, it is not true at all. Just look at Ethereum. Ethereum is not mineable anymore, and it is secure. Take a look on XRP. XRP, all the ledgers closing like 3 seconds, 2 seconds and a half, it is 100% secure, folks. You know, there is no such a thing as 100%. I know, okay, forgive me, but 99% secure. Okay, and if a attack, a 51% attack can happen on Bitcoin, it is possible. Yes, it is going to happen. We don't know. But the matter of fact is, Bitcoin today is the most vulnerable project out there among the top ones. Okay? So, guys, print this, do your research, do your study, and then in the near future, we will come back to this video and talk about this again. Okay? Also, another thing to consider here. You guys remember what I said a few minutes ago? On the way up, it ascends in a bearish way. If you take a look on the way up here, we have pivots, right? We have multiple pivots. And then on the way down here, you can see the similarity compared to the ascension and the ascending of the bearish development on Bitcoin. Okay, so folks, there is also another probably 3-4 ways to look into it. For example, with Elliott waves, the growth forecast method, which I already did, if I'm not wrong, I have it saved. So the GFM, Elliott, the volatility indicator. So yeah, maybe 3, maybe 4. Okay, so mind-blowing stuff, right? So people will call me crazy. So this is a forecast that I can make and say, oh, okay, so this is going to be 100% no matter what. Okay, so now let's jump into Bitcoin dominance because we are going to do the very same thing on both directions. So on the way up, oh yes, it's right here. Yes, right here. Okay, so on the way up, it doesn't matter, to be honest. What we do know that Bitcoin dominance, it is highly likely to be smaller or lower than the previous one. Okay, so previous one right here. The next one can be around here. Whatever, if it is going to be just from here or from here, just like it is going. And by the way, we have this, we have the bottom here, and now we have grinding behavior. Grinding behavior, it's always bad, okay? Because there is a lack of strength, a lack of power, of momentum, speed, and this is always a bad omen as well, okay? So Possible Bitcoin dominance on the way up can be, so let's say 65%. Okay. Now what matters is the dominance down, the downside targets. And it here as already. So I did this more than 2 years ago. Okay, I achieved these targets. So this range, it's 100% going to happen. 100%. Oh no, not here. It's right here. So 100% going to happen. Okay, from one end to the other. 100%. The next one, it is going to be close to 75% chances not coordinate, sir. Just a moment. 75% chance to happen. And the red zone, this is the doomsday zone. But also can happen. I would say 50%. So Bitcoin dominance going to 25, 22, 21%. It is most likely going to happen. And so if you consider the analysis we did on Bitcoin price, it is going to be wild, right? And one of the backgrounds to support my analysis is exactly here on dominance, because this means that a lot of money, a lot, will be leaving the market. They will be leaving Bitcoin, will be leaving everything. Okay, so all the bad news that we can imagine. Oh, folks, please forgive me. I forgot that the screen is right, my face is right here. Please forgive me, folks. So let me do this just a second. Hold on, just a moment. Please forgive me. I have to fix this. Okay, so right here. Please forgive me, folks. 100 to the left. 75 on the left. On the left, sir. And here, 50%. On the left as well. Okay, so right here. Okay, guys, please forgive me. I have to fix this. So the 29% range, 100% chances. 22, 25, 21, 75% chances. And on the red zone, which is probably 19, 16, 15, 50% chances. So, will I call a bottom on Bitcoin? Yes, I will, but not today. Okay. Also, one of the reasons is we are working to a new tool, actually two new tools. Okay. The first, let's say the first, it's under development. So we are observing. So how we develop a new tool? We create a new tool and then we apply it to a asset or the market and then we observe. So it is something that we can trust, that is often right than often wrong, then it becomes a new tool. And the other one, it is going to be a tool that can be used straight in the chart. It's being built to be used off the chart. Okay, so by the time, so let's say before these new highs, so just like 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 months, I expect for the second two to be ready. Okay, because this one we do know that is a 100% efficient, if we can use this word, okay? Because it's mount on top of other things that we already do and know. So it is reliable, yes. Okay, so we are pretty advanced here, right? So we are talking not only about the tops but the bottom. So this is wild, folks. And I do understand that for some people it is going to take some time to absorb, and also even though it is not going to be easy, okay? But it is what it is. I did this not one, not two, not three, not four, not five times, but I already did this a few times, okay? And been doing this since 2016, and I start to call things that I were comfortable in 2019, okay? So this is just extension of the work I am doing. And oh boy, this is going to be another level stuff. Okay, so guys, this is it for Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance. The next one it is going to be for Ethereum and Ethereum dominance. Maybe, if possible, I will drop this video tomorrow. Okay, so guys, thanks again. Thanks for support. Oh, sorry. So thanks again. Thanks for your support. I really appreciate it. Thanks for all the kind messages, best wishes. You guys are fantastic. I also want to thank all of you into this journey so far. We've been going through a lot, and things being not easy, right? But we are winning one day at a time, one step at a time, and that's it. Okay, and also I really appreciate and would like to thank you guys again for the support on Patreon. Okay, so yeah, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks again, and see ya.